Hello Channel NITT viewers, I am DS, your psychologist, and welcome to another episode on Channel NITT. So in our previous episode, we talked about how motivated the ENTJ could be. Actually, the ENTJ can be very motivated because whatever the task that he is involved in is appealing to TE. Just like the INTJ, when the ENTJ is very excited about a particular task, they can spend all their time on it. So they can sacrifice their sleep, their meals. It is not an issue at all. However, when an ENTJ becomes disengaged, then the opposite happens. The ENTJ can actually become very irrational. So let's talk about this very strange phenomenon because some people might really find the ENTJ very inconsistent. So how to explain this? So I've been observing myself a lot, and I think that the reason for an ENTJ becoming slightly unpredictable or irrational or unreasonable or unmotivated is because TE is no longer engaged. So a lot of times when considering whether we like somebody or some product or something, we must see if that thing has anything to appeal to our TE. So if you come, you must appeal to our TE. At least if you're not appealing to TE, you must appeal to NI. So if neither is satisfied, then it is possible that we will engage our lower functions such as SE and FI. So let's start the discussion by giving a very simple illustration, the selection or the consideration of a particular product. So I was down at a bus stop one day and I saw a poster at a bus stop. The poster is by a credit card company. So the poster features a person who enters the bus and realizes that he does not have enough money or stored value in the bus card. In our country, it's called the EZ-Link card. So as a result, he won't be able to board the bus. So the credit card company is proposing that this person should link his credit card to the EZ-Link card so that he will not have to worry about not being able to board the bus ever again. So another approach of this same credit card company is to encourage people to go out just without having a wallet, because all you need is the card. Slip it at the back of your pocket and then you are good to go. This kind of advertisements do not appeal to my TE at all. When I look at such advertisements, I say these are for P-types. So as an ENTJ, as a J-type, I always make sure that there is a threshold in my EZ-Link card. So at least there must be $20 base. If it falls below, I will top up immediately. So to me, only the P-type individuals do such things. They don't top up their EZ-Link card and then they realize that, oh, okay, I forgot. So when I am analyzing and looking at such an advertisement, I switch off. And when I switch off, I become disengaged. In other words, like the INTJ, I dismiss this company altogether. What do I do when I dismiss the company? I will avoid the company. I will not consider it as a top choice. And if I had a bad experience with such a company before, such as a bank, then I will boycott the bank altogether. Actually, it is very easy for TE to switch off because once things do not appeal to my TE, I am disengaged. So this is just one example. Another example is an advertisement which talks about an instant noodle. So in the advertisement, a celebrity was invited to try the instant noodles and she said that, wow, this is so healthy. I no longer need to count my calories. Upon hearing that sentence, I switch off because I don't count calories at all. So you see, in a way, once TE is disengaged, FI immediately comes in. It's like a very willful impish kid saying that, hey, this is not directed at me, I am not your target audience, so no thanks. Why do I think this way? So it's a bit curious because usually an ENTJ can be very objective, but sometimes it's very easy for me to switch off. And it is very easy for me to switch off when I no longer feel anything about the thing I do. So there were 2 times in my life I just tendered my resignation because my TE is no longer engaged. So my NI is not feeling anything about the job as well. So I decided that, hey, let's not drag it. I am feeling unhappy about this job. So FI comes in, says, I just want to go. So when such a thing happens, it's very difficult to win back the ENTJ again. So the last time I tendered my resignation letter, it was quite dramatic because my TE is totally disengaged. I think that I could not respect the boss anymore. So It was so dramatic to the extent that I don't even want to serve my 1 month notice. I want to resign immediately and I'm willing to pay her back. Something like that.
It's my bar of chocolates, give it to me now.
So does this kind of thing happen a lot for the ENTJ? I think it does, because TE is our dominant function. We are always judging. So when we look at different people or we look at different products, we are always considering, judging and deciding. We are very decisive, so we will come to a conclusion very easily. So once we dismiss something, then it's almost over. So there was this white man who came as a guest to talk about spirituality, and I attended the talk, and that was about a few years back. He came entirely in white. So I think in terms of appearance, in terms of image management, he's very good. However, when he starts to talk, I am not convinced. So during the Q&A session, he was asked this question: what do you think about karma? And his answer was, oh, karma exists. Always do good. Yeah, always do good. So I was sitting there and I was actually in shock. What? You are a guru and this is your answer? It's not that you cannot give such an answer, but I would expect you to give me a more TE answer. So you could say something like, oh, I have gone through a lot, I have been thinking about this a lot. There are a lot of possible versions in which we can look at karma. However, after 30 years of teaching, after 30 years of life experiences, I still think that what everybody believes in karma, that you should always do good, is the one that is correct. So it is okay that the guru gives a very commoner perception of what karma really is. However, I expect that the person explains more. So just a few word answer is so not meaty, not concrete enough. And this caused me to have doubts that this person is really very knowledgeable. And on top of that, as an ENTJ, my perception of what karma really is totally the other direction. So therefore, at that moment, I switched off. And from then on, the entire talk, I was just looking for his flaws. So when TE is no longer engaged, then TI and FI may be engaged instead. So when TE is disengaged, then the ENTJ is likely to become very disconnected with the person or with the product. And this means that the ENTJ is likely to become biased instead of objective. Okay, fellow ENTJs, does this episode resonate with you? So do comment below and share with me. So at Channel NITT, we do a lot of videos like this that talk about life of an ENTJ in depth. So if you have enjoyed this kind of a video, do give us a like. And if you have not subscribed, do consider subscribing so that we can bring you more ENTJ, MBTI and fun stuff. Okay, I am going to sign off now and I'll see you in our next episode. Bye bye.